to Lincoln, Nebraska, and a place some of the game's immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Nebraska's offense will take the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Going to the ground. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike, Rozier, Roger, Craig. I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska's going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish...
Oh, look out. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And David, I like these guys too because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
To the air, it's Sanders. Snags it over the middle. Nothing but green ahead. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And we're all square as he set to kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He'll try it again. Hard running there. At midfield, he's got room. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he'll take this one all the way home and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Trying to get to it. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Plows through the defense. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Runs through a tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that one play.
And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A first down for the offense. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And now on second down for this offense. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their... He does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass, it's Raiola. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll bring it back. It's Hunter. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what they've got on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Nice move to stay on his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. Got a man. It's good. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the... Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to get it through the air. And to get rid of it quickly.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. If you consider the swing pass an extension of the running game, well, they shut down the run and the swing on that one.
No doubt. Locked them down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on.
Going for it all. Snags it on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, what a move! And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touch pass on the right. And he's in for the touchdown.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space and kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to find his man on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense working from the pistol. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw it again. Fires toward the end zone. It's caught. That's a touchdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. We've got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Hunter. He gets a block, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Off play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. First down here for the offense. Complete to start this drive. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side. At the 35, he's open. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They're getting this guy lathered up. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Quick strike complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Got it in the middle, it's Banks. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Offense set on first down. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The incompletion brings us to second and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. Only a couple there, and now staring at third and 8. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Raiola. Still looking. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having hit.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. He fires a bullet to the right. It's complete. A huge... He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Knocked down for the tackle. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the point after is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lloyd. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. 1st down here with time for maybe 1 more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab on the left side. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Cornhusker! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a 1st down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Showing the arm strength to the left. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete. They're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's inside the 10. Off he goes. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up 14 over Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Fedone. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. A strike downfield. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husker.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 35. And he breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They almost took that thing end to end, but now they have to finish the drive with a score. Now from inside the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Punches it into the hallelujah land for a touchdown. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Lloyd. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They've dominated this football game.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. To throw, it's Raiola. A deep throw as the clock winds down. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one, as they'll come up short in this game.